hey, la re sokodisa when you want to see the channel because you are still new. And then you're like, nah.
No, man, sometimes like if I was just asking just in case it's up there so that I could see your way of asking questions. Now I can also prepare myself,
Oh, okay.
because yeah, but I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Okay, we shoot straight from the hip. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode. This is episode 3, right? Today's guest is NdivhuT, the owner of a channel called T World, and NdivhuT, the other channel, where I think now you are there with your husband, just doing a celebrity lifestyle updates also. But then you did reiterate that you also have other channels that other people don't know about, and then they would go there, comment and say, hey, you're better than NdivhuT. While they don't know that this is NdivhuT. So how many channels do you have? And then can you please tell us who you are actually? Just a brief story of who you are.
I am NdivhuT, so Ndivhu is from my full name, Ndivhu, and then T it's from my surname. But even though others think that it's from the T world, but it's actually from my surname. So I am a 30-year-old young woman from Venda who started YouTube 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, after being unemployed for 8 years. Yeah, I think unemployed for 8 years. But obviously in that 8 years, there were piece jobs that I was doing. I was once till packer at ShopRite. I was once a cleaner at Postnet in Hatfield. I was also a cleaner at Pep Store in Silverton. And here I am 3 years later. I'm now a YouTuber, as you call me, and also an entrepreneur. Yeah.
So your YouTube started only 3 years ago, your YouTube career.
Yeah. I started YouTube in 2019.
Damn, your channel grew so fast then.
Yeah, it did.
Last time when I checked, the T World was standing in 198 subscribers, 198,000 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure where it's standing now. And then the other channel was standing on 38.
Yes, I think NdivhuT is on 38,000, and then the T World is 50 away from being 200K. So we are just left with 50 subscribers, and 50? Then we're gonna hit the 200K milestone. Yeah.
Not 12,000 subscribers.
No,
I think you don't check your
200K. Yeah,
oh,
200K.
Okay. So how many channels do you have besides the 2 channels?
I think I've got 8, and I'm about to start another one though.
Yeah.
Okay, but my target is 10. I just want 10 and I'll be done.
Your 2 channels that we normally know you for, which is NdivhuT and the T World, they are personality based. So I've seen when you're trying to introduce other content creators, people push back. Can you tell me about the downside of personality based channels?
I think when it comes to YouTube, people fall in love with you, the one that starts the channel, the one that they see on camera or hear the voice of. So it's not like when they're going to SABC1, wherein there will be other programs in it. Like they know that we're going to find different things, news broadcasters and all that. So when they come to the T World, as it started with my voice, that's what they want to hear. And many people don't necessarily come there for the content. They come there because they love my voice. Because truth be told, the stories that are on the T World, some of them, they've already seen them on Twitter or on Instagram, but they come there because they love my voice. So when they now click in and they hear somebody's voice, they're like, wait a minute, this is not what I signed up for, which is a bummer for me because I'm a businesswoman. And when then I need to be full-time there it kind of like limits me on other business aspects that I have. But I guess it comes with the job and the territory. They love my voice, and it is what it is.
I normally hear them like, no, this intern is not the one. Nah, this intern.
Yeah, it's
Because
not.
you switch from a lady, and there's another a guy that normally does some of the news in between, but then people are pushing back hard.
Yeah, they did, because there's a time that I had employed two. It was a lady and a guy. They loved, for some reason, they did kind of like loved the guy, but the lady, it was a no. It was a no, no, no.
My
But
people,
then, unfortunately, they are no longer part of the channel. However, the guy that you normally hear, especially, I think it was last week, that was my son, because of my voice, because I was struggling with the flu.
my
You see the
preference.
downside of it.
I wanted to say my preference was the lady actually, but then I saw like the seamless um creation when the guy did the presentation, but then I preferred the lady because it's more closer to your voice, it's not like a big transition. And then
Yeah, I think it's because you're a man. So, but women wouldn't really have a problem with a guy, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. So you're saying you started YouTube because you were unemployed.
Yes.
So you came into the YouTube space knowing that you're going to make money, and how much were you expecting to make? And then how much did
Uh,
you
with
get it?
with YouTube, I think I remember praying for 5,000 rand, right? And my husband had me praying, and he was like, "No, babe, don't say 5,000 rand. Even 1,000 rand can go a long way. Just say anything, you
Pastor
know."
Bay.
But my goal was 5,000 rand
Okay.
monthly. Yeah.
So basically you came into the YouTube space with the business mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
I never wanted to be a YouTuber before.
that's
So
that's interesting. And then why did you choose the content that you chose, like the celebrity lifestyle updates? I normally don't want to call it gossip.
um when I started YouTube, I didn't start as a gossiper. I started a couples channel with my husband, and it was called We Fun Couple.
Mm.
And obviously, I started with the goal of making money, not because I wanted to be on camera. And after 8 months of doing that content and being consistent, and we were still stuck on less than 200 subscribers. I think it was around 115, 105 after 8 months. And we were getting like 500 views, sometimes 100 views. That's wherein you start now checking, Kanti, why am I not making money? Because when you're starting a YouTube channel, you think everybody's going to watch.
Yeah.
Kanti, you are a nobody. The world will remind you that you are a nobody. Nobody's searching for you. Nobody's going to come watch you. It will start with your friends and family doing you favors, but because they're just doing you favors, they will stop along the way. And after that 8 months, I realized that, okay, no, this is not working. And that's wherein I decided to start a gossip channel, because I had seen other gossip channels working out. And truth be told, our people love gossip.
I want to tell you a story. So I was talking to my partner before she moved abroad. I was like, I want to create a YouTube channel. And then I saw you doing 1 minute videos. I'm like, there's this lady who does 1 minute videos, and I think that will work, So we will do 1 minute videos. And then when we get to like 1.5, we will switch the content. I did my first video, and then it got 6,000 views. I did the second one because I was like, I'm gonna do Twitter, like normal, like things that get
Whatever that is
people
trending.
talking on Twitter, not necessarily the celebrities. So I did
Okay.
the second one. It got like 2,000 views. But then I was like, nah, that's not me. But I see what you mean when you say the entertainment space is the easiest way to grow,
It is.
many people start YouTube channels, and then because of their niche that they are in, it's hard for them to grow. But then now you are back with your husband on the NdivhuT channel, but now people are watching. What makes people to watch now than before?
It's because they now know Ndivhu from the tea world. And it is easier for Ndivhu to advertise NdivhuT on the bigger platform. That's why. So they have now fallen in love with the voice NdivhuT on the tea world. And whenever now I come with another channel, they are now interested, and I now have the community that loves me. So there are those people that I know very, very that these ones are my day ones. They've been following me, and they will continue following me because they have fallen in love with me, and we have formed some sort of like a community. That's why.
Yeah, there's something about people who start with it. Like me, now I found you along the way, right? So
Yeah.
I do like get your content, but then compared to like one of your friend, I won't mention her name, but I told you that I did interview her before.
Oh, yeah.
So I did find her early, so it's easy to gravitate more towards her to say, oh, this one, oh, this one. So I do
Yes.
get you when
Now, like you've got a bond, like you grew up together. Yeah,
yeah,
I get
because
you.
you
I get
tend to
you.
know everything about them, you know. Um, I want to talk about the YouTube business. Why do you specifically like concentrate on building more channels instead of growing the channel that you have, or maybe those 3 or 2, get them to the higher subscription? Like invest more money in why does it make more sense to build different channels rather than growing the ones that you have?
Okay, so I'll speak for myself, right? So with me, it comes down to the truth that I say to myself when I look in the mirror, is that YouTube, it's not my land, it's not my property. I'm just using somebody's land to grow my channels and make money. And tomorrow, even now as we are speaking, I can log in onto the tree world and it's gone. It can either be suspended or hacked or just demonetized for whatever reason, for reused content or whatever. So it is something that I do not have control over. So therefore, I now know how to make money on YouTube, and hence I decide to use the opportunity while I still have it to make as much money as I can. And if you check on the Tea World, already we post 20 stories daily. There's nothing more we can add. You understand? There's nothing more that I can add because it's already a lot. And there is NdivhuT, wherein we push for like 5 videos daily. So it wouldn't make sense to just wanna push the same content in one channel, because remember, with the other 8 channels that I have, they are all gossip. So we literally recycling the same stories but different platforms. For me, I call it being smart instead of being a hard worker, because we literally take one story about Bonang and we change it and it goes to 10 or 8 platforms.
Okay.
And we get same money. You understand?
So you're saying you are still in the niche of lifestyle updates rather than going to
Entertainment news.
yes, rather than entertainment news. That's right. Rather than going to do something different. So all the 8 channels, they are doing the entertainment news.
Yes.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, it's because for me, I've tried many niche before that didn't work for me, and I prefer the way that I do it on the Tea World, because it's fast. In 10 minutes, I'm able to write a story, read it out, edit the video, upload it, just in 10 minutes. It doesn't take a longer time. But if you check with NdivhuT, it's longer videos, but there I do them because I enjoy doing it with my husband. It's fun for us. But when it comes to money-making channels, I'll rather go with 1-minute videos wherein in an hour I can have like 5 videos uploaded. Doesn't take too much time.
You have managed to hack the algorithm. You know how TikTok, you should have been hired in TikTok. You know how TikTok uses that 1 minute, because 1 minute video is bearable rather than 10, you know? If I want to,
Yeah, and even when the people like they see like a 1 minute video, they're like, let me just go watch. I've got nothing
yes,
to lose. It's
yes,
just 1 minute, you know?
yeah.
But if they see 20 minutes, they're like, yo, my data, my time, my what. So yeah.
So
So I found what works for me and I stick to it.
yeah. So I wanted to ask you about your husband. Your husband comes and goes in these channels, you know? Is it because he doesn't like to be on the camera, or sometimes because then the NdivhuT channel switched the content a lot, and then you addressed it now lately about when you made your first what was it, 20K plus on the
Oh, the 27,000
yes, when you made
rent.
the first 27,000, you addressed that this channel switched a lot. Why do you host your husband in and out?
Firstly, my husband loves camera, right?
I've seen
But he didn't before. I was gonna say he doesn't like gossip, but now I've warned him. He now loves gossip. But before, he was never a fan of gossip. Like I would force him to come. Babe, please come do a video with me. Da, 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 da. He would come. That's why you would see him today. He will come tomorrow. He won't, because he's gonna say no. I don't want to do this. You know. And being a YouTuber, it was never his dream. It was never part of his plans. He's into the working the corporate world. He's not into this YouTubing thing. So even when he comes, if you check him, he's a playful person. He just wants to play. He doesn't take anything serious. Because for him, it's all about fun. Whereas for me, it's all about making money. So even when I started the NdivhuT, it's the We Fun Couple channel that I was talking about, the one that I started with. And the reason why it has also changed so many times is because when it was We Fun Couple, we didn't have a lot of subscribers. I changed it and I was doing Utando Nestembo reviews just to get it monetized. And within a month, it had already gained like 5,000 subscribers, already monetized after 8 months of struggling. So with that one, I had to cut out the couple's content because it was not making us money. And sometimes when we come back and go, sometimes it's because of the negative comments that I see that they are affecting my husband, because he's not doing it for money. For him, it was just for fun. So now when he gets scrutinized and people swearing at him, it just didn't make sense for him. So sometimes we're like, okay, no, let's leave it. We take a break from it. We change the content, go to another one. And then, yeah, but now we are back with gossip, and it seems like he's got a thick skin now. He can handle them.
Let's get into the money part. Are you comfortable to talk about, because you have never been shy, one person to be shy of mentioning the figures and talking about how much YouTube is blessing you with, you know? So you talked about the highest amount you have made on the T world. You have talked about the highest amount you have made on NdivhuT. You have this other channels. Like you have literally you are becoming a YouTube mogul. Can we call you that? A YouTube?
I don't know about that one, but just to clarify something, I've never spoken about the highest I've made on the T world. I've only spoken about the highest I've made on NdivhuT and how much I've made on one video on the T world. That was the video that I was with Tando the Helper, the 2.4 million views. Yeah.
So what? Were you not the one who was talking about the 50,000 that you made on the T world?
50,000.
I remember.
Was it not for the Tando the Helper video?
No. The recent, I think it's like 3 months. The recent one where you were talking about how much like the videos that you get from Musa Kaula, and then how much research you put, you know, like now our source is Musa, our source is Musa. I can't remember if I remember that video where you were talking about the money part, but anyway.
No, it must have been maybe a typical example, but the T World, I make sure that I never say the amount that it makes, because the T World has a lot of employees. So therefore, it will be unfair for me to come out and say, this is how much we've made, and my employees are like, oh, and we are getting this much. So I always make sure that I do not say the amount on the T World.
So, okay, let's talk about the people that you hire. What is their role? And then how many people do you hire there across your channels?
Okay, I've got freelancers and I also have permanent ones. So with the permanent ones, I've got the writer that I've been with for, I think, 2 years now. And then I've got an editor. He's still fairly new because I think I've been with him for like maybe 4 months now, but he is now permanent. He has entered the sport. And then we've got the ones that they upload and captions, and the freelancers ones are the ones that if my writer is unavailable, because she's the only permanent writer that I have, so I use the other ones. Or if we've got a lot of stories, then I use the freelancers. So I would say permanent, I would say five, if not 6 permanent staff that I have right now.
You are part of the problem solvers of South Africa. South Africa being the highest unemployment country. You have managed to come with the solutions, and we applaud you for that, because you are doing it in a way that it was never thought of before, you know, the new way of creating money online. But with that being said, are you shy to just give us roughly the figures of like how much
on the other channels?
Yes.
Hey, you'll get me hacked, hey? You'll get me in trouble. But with the T World, right? One thing for sure is that there is no how can I put it? Like I don't make the same amount every single month. It fluctuates.
Yes.
Also because of the views, and also because some videos are not monetized. Some videos do not have the ads, even though they are monetized. But our target market, it's always 4 million views. 4 million views. Because then I know that with 4 million views, it's gonna be roughly this amount. So I'm able to pay my employees, I'm able to still have my own money, I'm still able to pay for other stuff. So only on one channel, on the T World, I would say roughly between 70 and 90 something. Yeah.
90 something. So
yeah, that is
I'm accurate that I am 100% sure that I saw that video where you were talking about how much do you target the videos that you want to put a day, and how much views do you normally target to reach in a month. The thing is,
our minimum is 4 million views.
I consume a lot of YouTube, so some of the things I can't remember on top of my head, but I remember you talking.
And the Nami, I talk a lot, so I'm sure I probably said it somewhere, and I'm trying to convince myself that I didn't, because I wouldn't want to say it, you know. Yeah, but
okay. Personally,
and on the other channels, what I normally do in most of them is that I do not pay people the salary. I do the percentage.
Okay.
Like I would say that it's 40-60. I'll get my 60%, you'll get your 40%.
Oh, okay.
That way I like it like that, because sometimes you say, okay, I'm gonna pay you 20,000 rand, and then the channel makes 21,000 rand, which means I'm gonna get 1,000 rand, you're gonna get 20. So and it also encourages people to work hard and advertise those videos, because they know more views, more money. So yeah.
Great. What are your input costs? Because now you are doing like your videos do not, like, there's no too much camera involved, you know, like it's just like you have low input costs. So what are your input costs? Zero.
Zero. Yeah. Zero, because it was just a matter of purchasing the cameras and the lights that I have, which we purchased them like 3 years ago, and we have not done any additionals on whatsoever. The only thing that we pay for is Wi-Fi, which is what we have normally at home. So there's no extras that we pay for. Yeah.
Man, your business is amazing. You
understand why I keep on doing more.
Definitely.
Right? Yeah.
just on a I normally I'm not the one to get on like personal stuff because we just want to understand you as a content creator. But then you touched one day, like your story did touch me about like your personal growth, the father, and how you grew up, how you and your husband met. And I really appreciate contact like that once in a while, just to get to know the people, you know, that we watch. Who are these people? What is their life story? And then yours was very touching, man. Why do you see the need to talk about personal stuff on the entertainment channel? Because this was done on the T World, you know?
On the T World.
The story about why your father doesn't really want to get involved in your life.
I think it was done. That one was, there's a video here on NdivhuT that I did a year ago talking about my father. And there's another one, there's a channel that is called Life with NdivhuT.
Oh,
That's where I got personal. And that's where I was also interviewing people to come share their personal stories. But sometimes I think it's just a matter of saying that sometimes when people look at you, you are NdivhuT, you've got these channels, they feel like, oh, you have it all figured out, you having it easy. But sometimes it's good to come out to say, listen, you might be going through 1, 2, 3. I also went through it. If you are one person that was rejected by the father, I'm one of those people. If you are one of the people that your mother passed away and their properties and belongings were taken by the relatives, I'm one of those people. So for me, it also just to encourage and inspire somebody that just because you went through 1, 2, 3, it doesn't mean that you're not going to make it in life. For example, there was a point in my life wherein I had nowhere to go because my mother passed away and my mother's siblings saw it fit to wanna protect my mother's property and get rid of me and my brother. So it's just one of the things that it's just to show somebody that just because you're going through 1, 2, 3, it's not gonna end there. You can still become somebody. Yeah.
Perfect. We are about to wrap up. I just wanna, what are the tips that you would give to someone who's starting from 0 to 1,000? How to do it?
Consistency and block the noises. Block the noises. Like, do not focus on the negatives. Have your why. Like, one of the reasons why I do not entertain anything said about me on the media, it's because I know my why. I came into the YouTube space to make money, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So if you're going to be entertaining the noises, you're not going to last. You're going to be discouraged. You're going to have anxiety when you come into the internet. You're like, oh, here we go again. So just have your why, and your why should always push you forward. Like
Great.
if you've got your goals set up, make sure that you focus on that. Do not be distracted.
Great, man. I think we have reached the end of the interview. It's what are your social media handles again?
There's TikTok, NdivhuT. There's the T World on Instagram. There's NdivhuT on Instagram. And Twitter, there is the T World. And on YouTube, the normal videos, the normal channels that people know, it's 3, NdivhuT, Life with NdivhuT, and the T World.
So you said you are on TikTok because your videos are this small on YouTube. So you just recycle them to TikTok?
No, I actually take the ones from NdivhuT, the ones that I'm with my husband. So we just shorten them. We take the most important parts and we make it like 3 minutes video and we take them there.
So you don't take anything from the T World to the TikTok? Oh, okay.
No.
Great, man. Thank you for your time. It has really been good having you. I normally forget to do this, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and then comment in the
Comment.
comment
Yeah.
section. Tell me if you have loved this video. Just tell me what you think about it. It gets the algorithm going, you know. It'll suggest this to other people, and then so that we can grow. With that being said, I've been Ben. You've been great. Cheers.